What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dope Randy, back at it again with another truck video. As this time we're going to do the M&Ms 50 presented by Casey's General Store from the great Iowa Speedway in Iowa. The last race we did, we went to the Pocono Mountains of Pocono Raceway, and we was battling for the lead late in the going, and then he was just decided to come straight down into us and ended that opportunity just as quick as it probably presented itself, as we went from P3 all the way back to P10. But due to other crazy happenings, we managed to get back up into P7, but most importantly, we got ourselves in pretty good shape when it comes to the bubble for the chase, for the truck championship. However, we need to keep going, and that includes for this race. I will show the points after this qualifying race. But yeah, me, the 24, the 41, the 2, and the 98 are still going. One of those drivers will be eliminated from the playoffs, or will not make the chase. As the qualifying race is on from Iowa Speedway, the 1 mile, I think it's a mile. As you'll see right off the get-go here, this track is really tight. As me and Script just keeps door slamming each other, and then I just make a power move to get around Scrib. So yeah, Iowa, it really plows like a dump truck. So you just have to find a way to combat that, as we got 4 laps to go, and I'm just trying to get a good qualifying lap, because if you can tell behind us, track position is going to matter a lot in this race, because it's really difficult to pass at Iowa, no matter the vehicle, truck, Xfinity, or maybe Cup if they race here one day. It's really difficult to pass. Although you have the top, the middle, or the bottom. But yeah, it's just really difficult to pass. And track position is key, especially when you have no pit stops or anything like that. So you want to be in the first couple of rows. As we keep getting faster and faster and faster, it's that time we hit a 24:17.2. As I'm getting good runs out of these turns here. As I get a good turn 3, we're coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings, #cheap plug. In the qualifying race, we get a 24:11. And then I don't get the best turn 1, and that's kind of a throwaway at that point. As I try to make it all up in turn 3, and we just hit the fence. But we get a 24:11. That's not bad at all. So as we wait for the qualifying as we wait to see where we start, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe down below. And down below that, comment on the video if you just like it so much or have questions or whatever. The playoffs start in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks or so. Playoffs will be starting for the truck and cup. And speaking of playoffs, in my Skull League, the playoffs literally starting either tomorrow or today or the next day after tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. And make sure you subscribe and like. Thank you for the support. Because without you, there would be no channel. So we qualify 6th. The Nets, that's good. That's decent. You want to be in the top 5 rows, I think. And that's pretty good. So I see I qualified 6th. Mega qualified 15th. Luke qualified 2nd. I'm 6th in scripts though. Now the points going into this, it's gotten really tight between all of us. Well, kind of. Mega is still 7th. I'm 8th. I passed Script for 8th. Script is now 9th. Luke has jumped up into 10th. And Spank, with his 2 not so good performances last week, brought him down to P11. There's still a lot of jostling going on, and still anything can happen. As with, we have Iowa, we have Atlanta, we have Phoenix, and we have Texas. After those 4 truck races, we will have the 10 drivers set for the playoffs. So anything can happen. We still need to be on our A game. And hopefully that A game is going to come around right now for our Horizon Transport Chevrolet Silverado for Mike Coleman Racing. We're starting 6th as we are live for stage 1. Now the move is the inside line is better on the restart, and you'll see why. As TG is just going to come behind us, but Luke and Justin make contact, and Luke, like a pinball machine, just gets hit by 10,000 people, and I just thread the needle quite nicely, and we're going to make that stick and go up into 4th place just like that. And so you'll see why I say this truck is plowing tight. And you see why track position is so key. As 4th place, battle for 3rd place between the 3 of us. As I like the bottom in comparison to the top or the middle. It's the best way to go for me. As I kind of make slight contact with Justin in the 8. And we're going to get around them. Of course, accidental contact. And so we're just trying to chill and get to the end of this stage. We got 10 laps to go. We're in 3rd place. We're in a pretty good spot. Until I just drift up the track. I make contact again, but it's no harm, no foul. And then more contact and more contact. As we're going to lose another position. We're back to 5th. And then on top of that, we're probably going to lose another position. Maybe. I got a good run in that outside line. As we're still hanging tough and out outside for the battle for the 5th position. 8 laps to go. As I'm just going to go down to the bottom and just concede. We're back to 6th. Right where we started. And so basically still just riding. And we have a battle for third as we have contact. Oh, that was big contact. As we're just going to get around Spank for 5th, and I'm going to get around Major for 4th. And then we make contact with the 8, as it seems like the two of us can't not hit each other. But we're just having fun. Good clean racing from Iowa. 5 laps to go. More contact. But it's all good, as I kind of back out of it. And I get a terrible run. And here comes TG into the party with 4 laps to go. We're back to 5th now. You know, we're basically just trying to get to the end of the stage. Trying to get a good result for stage 3. As Justin hits the fence. I cut him a brick and let him go, but he does nothing with that. As Major's going to get around him. And then Spank's going to try to take it 3 wide. I didn't block him hard enough. And there he goes. 11th place driver in points. Has to do something. It's at this point I'm basically just trying to get to the end of this. We're underneath Spank for P6. But he gets the run on the outside. Ain't gonna happen. As we're coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go in stage 1. Presented by Nike. Hashtag cheap plug. As we're basically doing nothing for the stage. And then TG clips the apron, gets loose. And then we have a little bit of a gamesmanship factor here. The inside line was OP on that last restart, and TG knew it, and I knew it. So we both slammed on the brakes to see who would finish ahead of the other, and I got 7th. I stopped hard enough and got the bag. So the playoff drivers, Mega is the last truck on the lead lap. Luke is 17th. I am 7th. Spank is 5th. Scrub is 2nd. So we're pretty spread out, but not really though. As patience will be a virtue as we get more into this race. As now stage 2 is live, only 12 laps this time. As I take it rather easy until I almost hit T-Bone in the 51, but we don't. And that outside line seems to be going places until that. As we get past TG for P6. And then TG gets a mega run down the back. And we're going to be side by side again as we got 4 wide for the lead coming onto the... Oh my goodness, we are 4 wide. Spank tries to secure the bag. Major bets out of that. Says, I'm good, fam. More contact. 4 wide again as I joined the party. But it's okay. We're 4 wide again. As we're 4 wide again. And this is just incredible racing from Iowa. Oh man, the children of the corn is getting the show tonight. 3 wide still. Or they will. 2 by 2. As Wood sits just chilling, but I tell ya. As contact between Cam and Spank 4 wide again for the split as the seconds. 8 laps to go. Let's move up to 4th now. More contact is being made. As we're up to 4th now. 3 wide for the lead. 7 to go. I'm pushing Cam as hard as I can try. Spank tries to get under me, but not today. Oh, we have contact in the back. A bunch of contact is being made in this race. Six laps to go. As we're in 3rd, we're just going to be chilling. Contact again. We got 5 laps to go. More contact. And then contact, more contact as I just get put into the fence. And all of our momentum is gone. Four laps to go. T-Bone and Cowboys has now joined the party. She can throw a lot of trucks over a blanket. And then Spank clips the apron, spins. Luckily I was on the outside and not the inside. 3 laps to go. But there goes Spank. One of the bubble drivers is going to have a really tough time in stage 3 now. As it's Cam, Major, Justin, Scribb, me as the top 5. 2 laps to go. I want 5th. 5th is the better option than 4th. As we're catching these two pretty nicely. As we're coming to the white flag for stage 2. 1 lap to go. Presented by Casey's General Store. Hashtag cheap plug. As just one more time we're gonna get through turn 3. Hopefully it's a good one. And it's okay. As we're going to get 5th for this stage. We're going to get 5th for this stage as Mega is 19th. Spank is 18th. Luke is 8th. I'm 5th and Scribb is 4th. Those are the bubble drivers for stage 2. Presented by Napa Auto Ports. Hashtag cheap plug. As like it's always been since there's no stage points in truck. since there are no stage points in truck, stage 3 is going to be the money stage. Let's see if we can put some separation. Let's see if we can get a good finish with this Mike Holman team. As you see in the back, someone is already 3 wide. But uphill, the inside line proves to be OP. As we are immediately underneath script for 4th. And then that inside line just gets rolling. And we're up to 4th now. 17 laps to go. 18 in the stages. We got a bump. Ow. From Scrib at that 24 trying to be desperate. Me and Scrib 8th and 9th in truck points coming into this race. He's just going to muscle his way up beside of us, but that outside line should get that run down the straight. Or whatever you want to call this front stretch. As TG tries to make it 3 wide, and someone's got to back out, and TG does, for the cultural. As I get a good run the outside. A good one on the outside. We can't clear him yet. Here he comes. Another run on the outside. Got him. As we remain in 4th place. And now TG and Scrib are going to be battling for 5th back there. As we got 14 laps to go. As now it basically just turns into another stage. Except this time this is where the points matter. And the positions matter. And so Cam is the leader. Major is second. As the top 4 has broken away a little bit from that wad back there. That's what I'm going to call it, a wad. So we got 12 laps to go. And basically we're just going to try to ride. I feel like we're faster. But we're just going to try to ride and catch the draft and see if we can get to that 83 truck. He seems awful lonely up there. Cam Black. He's won both stages today. But yeah, right now he seems awful lonely back there. Let's see if we can get him some company. As now we have broken away from that pack. As TG and Script continue to battle for 5th place. Craziness. As we got 10 laps to go. And that lead is starting to decrease. The gap is starting to decrease a little bit. From the caboose to the front. As we got 9 laps to go. I lost some ground in turn 3 because we got loose a little bit, but I try to get a good turn 1 back. Everyone is still relatively close together. As you can see, Scrub and TG continue to battle. It's now a 2.5 seconds. Well, it was a 2.5 seconds. As we got 8 laps to go. And as you can see, Scrub has now lost contact with TG. And TG is now all by himself. 7 to go. The top 3 have now caught each other. And I'm just here waiting for these three to mess up. But again, you can't rely on that, so I'm going to have to go at some point. Six to go. As all of us are basically in a single file line as I almost clip the apron. Five laps to go. At this point, I'm ahead of all the Bubba drivers by a lot. I could feel comfortable taking the fourth place and go on with my day, go on with the season. But Mike Holman Racing has never won a race. And the gap is only 6/10 back to the leader. So we're going to try to give him hell right here. But as you can see, the top two has started to break away from the bottom two. And I have driven right back to the 8's tailgate. As we have a lap truck ahead of us as we got 3 laps to go. As I don't think we're going to win the race now unless something happens. However, I think we can get third place. We're coming to 2 laps to go. As Mitchell tries to go high and gets that run on the outside, but he's going to go but he ain't going to be side by side. And then he's going to try to do something with him as we're coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by BJ's Travel Center, hashtag cheap plug. We are all close together now, as I'm going to try to make it 3 wide for second. Wedge my way into there. Contact is made. We are underneath Justin now for the last time in 3. The truck washes up the track. He washes up the track. He hits the fence. I bounce off of him. And we get third place. Oh my goodness, fam. As the two of us pushed up, and he hit the wall first, and I just didn't want to get hit, but we got hit, and there we go. We got third place. Cam wins. Metro second. I'm on the podium. Great day for the Mike Coleman Racing team. Now let's see about the bubble. I'm third. Scrub fell back to 8th. Lucas in 10th. Megas in 13th. And Spank 19th place. Next to last. 15 laps down. As that is huge implications for the chase. Huge implications for the chase indeed. As I feel like I got the much needed separation that I needed from 11th place. But we can't be content on that. We have 3 more races before the chase. The next race is Hot Atlanta. Follow out my Coleman team. But that was a good race. And thank you all for watching. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe and comment. I will see y'all for the next one. Peace out.